It's shooting it back out. This is shooting it up. This is shooting it right back out. We should have a divider here.
Yes. Yes.
You need the yellow hose. You got it? Okay.
Oh, that's going to be a block of ice right there. Oh, I loved it. Oh! Literally, the whole liquid line is frosted. The whole capillary tube is frosted. Where's our temperature gun? There we go. But like I said, we're not getting any cooling across here. 67 degrees. No cooling.
Right.
No cooling taking place whatsoever. But let's see, our compressor's probably hot.
Wait, what are we getting over here? Directly into the fan.
Yep. 64, 61. So it's cooling a little bit.
Very minimal.
Very minimal.
3
Very
degrees
minimal.
TD. Bullshit.
Yep. Because that's the thing. There's evaporation taking place in here. It's just not sufficient. That project.
Where's your weight scale? Where's the, oh, there you go. So wait, tell me when you're ready to put a 0. 0? Okay. You purge? Yep.
Oh, God. 30, 20, 24 degrees, 25 degrees. Like this is, holy cow, 25 degrees. Okay, so you can see immediately, as soon as that extra charge goes in there, it's starting to melt all on its own. If it wasn't for this insulation there, people always ask, why is that insulation in there? Because that's what you're going to get. Where you get that pressure drop, you're going to get, if you have air, because on this side, you're going to have that warm air for the condenser circulating around. It's going to be very humid, and you're going to get a lot of condensation on this side.
Look at the head pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you got to watch both.
Yes.
Let's see if this does anything.
Whoa, so look at our amps. Woo. Whoa.
So we got to slow down.
Yep.
We're going to build the compressor. It's got a thermal overload, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Something else has got to be going on here. Something else. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. We have a restriction. There's no way. There's no way with that high discharge pressure that our suction pressure is supposed to be that low. So what probably happened when we were brazing these on, something got clogged up somewhere. No, there's no way.
It's probably one of these.
So check this out, right? This thing, the
right
discharge is on fire. the discharge line is on fire right now, but by the time you get to your condenser, there's got to be a restriction somewhere. So I'm wondering, there has to be a restriction somewhere.
Capillary tube is starving. It's starving.
Because the compressor is working way too hard.
What's our amps on here?
6 right now.
So our lock rotor amps is 31.
So if it's 6-to-1, it should be 5.
You know the math on it?
Usually your lock rotor amps is about 6 times. So it should be in the range of about 5. Whoa,
What you guys do? Right here.
this is cool. So
You guys put the stem in here.
we brazed that on.
Okay, that's a discharge. It's going through here. It's coming out. So it's not able to dissipate the heat,
Yep.
right?
So
So coming back cold here,
yep.
subcooled.
Oh wait, this thing is 600 psi. No, there's. So where's the restriction? I would argue the restriction's got to be somewhere near the liquid line.
You got something, dikes?
Oh snap! So this is feeding the condenser right here. This is where it's actually going.
It's
into
going
the
in nice and
condenser.
hot, both sides.
It's going in. It's going hot. Like it's condensing at 155 degrees.
And she's giving off the heat. Perfect.
So it has to be. It
In
has
this
to be
line.
somewhere in the liquid line.
Right. So now she's coming back here.
So what probably happened? A tiny little particle probably clogged up our
Capillary tube.
capillary tube.
Look,
So-
it's coming out nice and cold, subcooled liquid coming out.
Yep.
Right? And then it's going.
Yeah. So we have to replace that with a TV. Definitely. So now what we got to figure out, right? Because there's 2 entry points. So we got to merge this and then come back. Like, check this out. This thing is
Or you can
so
put two
high.
TVs.
This
Or you-
thing,
Or you can make 2 circuits.
check this out. This thing is so high. This is what it does. When it gets up to 700 PSI, it actually shuts off.
Oh shit.
Like
It's
that's
going into retard.
holy. Whoa. So this is
No high pressure switch, huh?
No,
Just,
no, it's got,
Just that.
oh my God, like, woo, that's crazy hot. The thermal overload should have popped a long time ago. This thing, it's not even measuring this properly. Like this thing is in the 200s. I can feel it. What does that say?
9.5.
No,
No, you gotta let us sit.
15.
no, this thing,
123.
ooh. You know what? I gotta find my thermal imaging guns, man. This thing is super hot.
187.
There you go. There you go. I'm telling you.
And that's cooling off.
I'm
already.
telling you. So the thermal overload, they must not. That's interesting because that should have popped. So if you remember on the other one, it's in the common line, so it should have turned it. It should have turned it off a long time ago because we didn't jump this out. Interesting.
Maybe the board, is that a new board or the same board?
No, it's the same board.
Okay.
That is crazy. See, this is what people don't understand. When you start chopping these things and brazing on new parts, you know what may have happened? So when these guys were brazing, I wonder if they damaged, because you can see the plastic is melted a little bit. I wonder if they damaged it.
Yeah, I got you. One second. Is it power?
Hit the yes. So that's our clicks on. That's the thermal overload.
Oh, it wasn't even on it, right? Because it's got to pick up the heat here,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
Well, that's hot.
it's hot. It's hot. So why? So this thing is crazy hot. Let's see. Ooh, this thing is smoking.
Let's see if we got continuity.
Yeah.
across it.
Wow.
I mean, we have to have continuity.
Yeah. But then that's a bad thing because it shouldn't have continuity right now.
We have a bad thermal overload.
Yeah. I'm thinking that when they brazed it, just some heat got through and fried it somehow.
Let's check the switch first.
Maybe we connect from here. This is common.
Uh-huh.
Should put in the common. Right?
Well, we'll check on the diagram in a second.
So this
Mhm.
never popped. Is there supposed to be like something? No,
No,
it's
just
supposed to be right there. It's just never opened.
Mhm.
She's no good. We got
Yeah.
a bad thermal overload.
interesting.
We're looking for the overload?
Yeah.
No, that should be normally closed.
Mhm.
And it'll open on. That's a relay. That's what we're looking at, relay. So it should be, so where's it? Right here, where's your, that's your motor, fan motor, compressor right here.
Ooh, smell that thing. I wonder if the windings were about to go in this.
Right here. There you go.
Yeah, that's that switch. So that's when you're red. So that's where it's supposed to be. Red.
And. No, it's not
Oh
jumped.
snap!
It's
Is
not
that-
jumped out.
Is that holy cow? Wait a second. Something's backwards.
Yeah.
Something's backwards. Check this out. So the white is on the common. That's supposed to be black. So the black is supposed to be on the common, and then the white is supposed to be on P7, which is.
Oh, so she was running backwards?
The black one.
No.
No, it wasn't running
You can't
backwards
run
because we're getting low
backwards.
suction. So I think we have two issues. There was an issue with the wiring. But here's what's crazy. It's overcharged, but it's not crazy overcharged.
Okay.
It's not like super duper overcharged. So I'm thinking that just a tiny little speck got in here and blocked something around here.
Okay.
And we had to change that out, put a TV in here.
Where were you guys brazing? Over here?
Well, yeah, so they were
Over
raising.
there.
Yeah.
So over here probably got too hot. Like right there.
Oh, well, you can actually see the insulation melted a little bit. So I'm wondering if that may have, because that's the thing, copper is always expanding when you put heat on it. So, holy cow. What time is it? What time? It is, so we got another hour. So let's recover our refrigerant. Wow.
Right, this was go to the board as black, common, normally open. So that's a relay right there on the board, right?
Yep. So that was in the wrong place.
This can come off.
So this was supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah, so those were supposed to swap. That really, I mean, it shouldn't make that much of a difference.
Wait, which one's which? What is
Yes,
what?
the white was supposed to be there. So our neutral was supposed to be P7, and then our hot was supposed to be here.
The neutral should be top of the.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so
Holy
now,
cow. If the hot,
black was going normally
They should
open.
not run.
Wait,
I don't know though, because
wait. So if black is coming in, black is your common.
Mhm.
That's normally open. It gets energized, it closes,
Mhm.
and then it goes over here. That's the common. Whereas blue or white is the neutral. No, black is my line.
black is the
Whereas
hot,
white is my neutral.
Yeah.
So my neutral was getting cut. And this switch never opened up
No.
anyway. The switch never opened.
No.
So that's the problem. So regardless, even if we switch those around, this switch should still be, she's still gonna be open. Or no, I lied. Hey, yo, that's why I didn't open. Okay, actually, I lied right there. No, that's because I touched this. Oh, okay, so I don't understand this now.
Yeah, that's
Then-
so. Let's put the cap back on and see if it pops off when it gets too high. That's crazy.
So now this is not gonna cool off.
So then it shouldn't even turn on.
Okay, it's cooling off.
Mhm. So the temperature switch. So okay, because it was getting neutral before. Because it was getting neutral before, it didn't sense anything to turn off.
No,
So
no, it's a thermal, so it's a thermal thing. So the switch inside is gonna be like a bimetal. If it gets too hot, it snaps open. If it snaps open, it breaks the circuit. When it cools down, it closes it again.
But here's what I'm saying. Here's what I think. It has to be getting
Oh,
a hotline.
we're getting feedback from here.
It has to be getting a hotline
Right.
in order to have its own circuit to break.
So the hotline was going directly,
Yeah, so the hotline was in the wrong place.
and then we're catching the neutral back through here.
Yes. So
Okay.
this was getting neutral before.
This is getting bypassed. Yeah.
Holy cow.
So this was taken out of the equation altogether. We were running this without
So it had no thermal overload the whole time.
the compressor was good enough to start off without the capacitor, I guess. Well, no, it's.
Well, no, it was, I think, holy cow.
Actually, no, this is wired in multiple locations.
Yes.
Okay, so wait, which one's the harm? This one's the harm.
Mhm.
So this is the black. So the black was still directly going, black was still going to the compressor.
Well, the black was going to the compressor, but it was going in a different path. It wasn't going
through here.
through the thermal first.
Right. Well, let's just follow the schematic.
That's crazy.
So if it went to P7, P7 got energized, and we don't where P7 goes. Well, let's just turn her back on and see what our pressures are.
Yeah, let's put the cap on. Wow, that's nuts.
I got you. Actually, you do it, man. I do this all day. 5/16.
That's what I've been trying to tell guys, man. You got to get your hands on this stuff, man.
You're used to metric or the 5/16 and 3/4 and like the American standard?
That should have both.
It's
If you pull it-
5/16. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Goggles, in case anything comes flying. All right, so we hit that center. Okay, check bar. So compressors, it's not turning on yet. It's not on yet. Nope, because of thermal overload.
Because we've made it touch the thing again.
Because it's still hot. It's
But-
still hot.
But if we
That's just the fan.
if we loosen this,
Mhm.
the nut driver.
The nut, right here.
No, I'm trying to open it. So the cold air goes underneath the snap disc. Why am I going one hand? Just in case I get hit with anything. The temperature is that low?
Yep.
60. Be careful, that's neutral in this thing. Screw. This is neutral.
Mhm.
This is hot. Did we blow the capacitor?
I don't know. I wonder if we blew the compressor. Woo! It's still hot. It's still hot. That is crazy. That's crazy. That compressor might be dead. Oh, there we go. So we bypassed the thermal overload before, so it was never going to turn on.
So we bypassed it again right now.
Well, no, it's running now.
No, because you see the
Well,
snap disc is not
yes.
touching anything.
Yes,
So,
but we're allowing it to cool. Otherwise,
right.
like this thing is still. It's at 129.
So watch. As soon as it touches the compressor, it'll shut it off. If it picks up the heat from the compressor,
Yep.
that should shut it off again. It
Yep.
did.
Yep.
Compressor shut off. No, it didn't.
No, it should be.
No,
So
it's
it's.
still running.
So what are we getting those amps on?
No,
Oh,
no,
there you
that's a
go.
compressor.
That's a compressor. But it cooled off enough to run.
This is wired incorrectly. That's a neutral instead of a hot leg.
Let's see.
So whatever's incoming here in the common
Yep.
is these three blues should have been
So I think
hot
all
legs.
blues.
Should be hot legs.
Blue.
There should be hot legs, not neutrals. Oh no, blue is neutral.
Well, we saw one problem. Yeah, jumped out the thermal overload.
Wait, where's the capacitor? Oh, capacitor is blue.
black.
Oh, because they're using the capacitor as neutral.
Mhm.
No, but that doesn't. Oh, because it's not holding it down tight. Because when we put that cover on, it failed. Right? That should make the thermal overload go off.
So we're back to that frozen line. Our amps. So we definitely have a restriction. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Look at that. Look at that. Listen to that compressor running. Yeah, should never sound like that. Like we're pushing 700 PSI here. So
All right, let's cut it out.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy.
You got recovery?
Yeah.
What's our recovery?
Yep.
What are we recovering? Like a pound? Like 6 pounds?
Probably 2 pounds at this point. Luis, what's up, bro? Or should I say, Mr. Engineer?
We had a TXV here.
Mhm.
The one that we opened up that day.
Yep. We got more of those, so.
No, let's use the same one.
Uh-huh.
Why would we ruin another one?
Oh, right here.
Yes.
And we even have a sight glass and filter dryer.
You want to put all that in?
Well, we can put one in now, and then we'll do the rest another day. Oh no, that's wrong. So I got some sweat ones. Hang on a second. They're probably in the tent.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Bro, I'm so tired. We did like 5 jobs today. Back. Do you mind if my students to come on to check it out on the link? I got I don't know if you he's a short Spanish guy. He's got his final interview with Donnelly on Wednesday, I think. Got another one in, I'll find it. It's Tuesday or Wednesday or something.
I like to pull it down as low as it can go. If I get it down to 10 inches, so even though it's at 0, it should go to, so now it's going into inches. Because a lot of times, if I close this is going to go back up. See that? It's just going back up. So look at that, 1.7, so 1 pound, 7 ounces. So a pound is 16 ounces. That means we had 1.5 pounds in here. I'm not sure where the cover's at, but I'm pretty sure it's probably not designed for 1.5 pounds. Usually these units have like 1 pound max. So because of that restriction, it wasn't allowing the refrigerant to pass through. So what we have to do, oh wow, interesting. Oh, you know what? Damn. So this is an external, this has an external equalizing line. So this is actually a little tricky. Let me see if I have one without the external equalizing line. So that's going to be a little tricky because then we would have to put, we'd have to put another line. Wow. Wow. Yeah, let me.
You got people coming in?
Should be your people.
Yep.
So see that? It's above PSI. There's still refrigerant. So you got to recover some more.
That's Raj. He's a retired firefighter. He's also an electrician.
Yep, nice.
I don't care. Ooh. But asking about their characters.
So check this out. So here's a hack, right? Check this out. So put that onto the compressor, and that'll heat up the compressor and try and boil some of that refrigerant out. Even though it's still hot as hell, so
It's disconnected, right?
yep.
Go right over this.
That compressor is hot.
Well, actually, no, it's hot.
It's
you don't
hot.
Need to. You don't need that.
It's crazy because it's not boiling the refrigerant. You still got refrigerant in the oil. Every time you get to a vacuum and close it up, huh? Restriction. The restriction. The restrictions making it hard. So, whoa, man, I'm thinking about it.
So it's gonna pull the oil out of here.
So let's do a little theory, right? Let's after we do that,
Just
we'll
cut it. Let it come out. Yeah.
well, we'll cut it,
Yeah.
and then we'll feed a little nitrogen
Okay.
and see what's happening.
Okay.
So yeah, let's start on the cut on this side because I'm willing to bet that there's a restriction in that liquid line in the the capillary tube, and it's just not getting through whatsoever. Wow. So that should be good. So yep.
See now, if I cut it with this, it might pinch it closed, right?
Yes.
You want to braise it open?
No, we got a hacksaw. Hacksaw right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let me find another TV. We could. So this is an externally equalized TEV. So if we do that, we got a braze inlet outlet, and then an external equalizing line to our suction line.
Okay.
We could do that, but it's just very complicated.
Do we have one without one?
I'm pretty sure we have, because the one that we've raised onto,
The other one?
yeah, the other unit had it. Whoa, yeah, might as well.
It's a minimus. It's off, right? Everything's off, right?
Yeah, make sure everything's closed.
The gauges are closed? Yeah. Okay. Right there. It's right here where it got damaged. You see all this oil residue? Somewhere right here. We're gonna cut it from right there, these two. We put these two into one, like this. Into the TXV. And then the other side, same thing from right here.
How do they get the sections?
Say it again? So this is where it's okay, so right, this is the suction line. So it's coming back out from here. So they use it almost like two circuits, right? So you got the first half of the coil, second half of the coil, right? We got a whole bunch of guys in there. Got 8 people watching. So guys, what we're doing is we're working on this air conditioner right here. We found a restriction in the capillary tube, so we're gonna cut it out. We're gonna cut it out and we're gonna put a TXV in here. Yep. 1 second. Let the guys in. They're all in the waiting area. I just let the other guys in. Hey, how you doing? I'm dirty. Nice.
So this is plan, man. You're gonna be, this is step one. Next thing we're gonna make chillers. There you go.
You said we're gonna make it chiller? You do.
All right, so
Do you have any copper?
yeah, we got a bunch of copper. Hang on.
Actually, you know what? Wait. Right here. We can go off of this.
You see this piece right here?
We cut it.
Go to dry.
Okay. Okay. $9,000 BTUs would be good enough. Would be like estimately from that door to here to that window. No. Let's see. It
All right,
depends.
so we got some, so we got some quarter, and then we got some 3/8
How many
here.
BTUs per square feet?
Oh, BTU per square feet?
Yeah.
It's it's 1 ton. 1 ton is 400 square feet.
What's that again?
1
1
ton
ton.
for 400 square feet.
Right.
No, Leon, just
They need 2 tons.
Wait, how big is the house?
They said 1,000. 1,000 square feet for each floor, so 2.5 tons.
So it's 3,000. So think about it like this, right? This is 4 tons,
Right.
18, 18, 12
Right.
for 1,600 square feet,
Right.
right? So if it's 1,000 per square foot, so 2.5, go 3 to be comfortable on each floor.
Unless they're just trying to do 1 bedroom on each floor.
It sounds like very good. But you have something about 5 zones, like they wanted the machine to have 5.
No, they don't. No.
I think you gotta
No.
open some
So
kind
number one, no, they don't sell on residential. They don't sell 5 tons. They go up to 4 tons. No, no.
5 zones.
Yes, they have 5 zones, but anything above 4 tons, now you're talking like commercial,
Right.
now you're talking 3-phase power.
Right.
So no.
What's her budget?
25K.
25.
Squeeze that out.
Well, listen, she wants
No,
to
that's-
repurpose units.
No, she was trying to say her boyfriend, her fiance was trying to get Mr. Cool
Right.
caught up, and I was like, we already have 5 here.
So hold
Okay.
on, what? No, hold on. So no, Mr. Cool is cheap. So they want Mr. Cool, we can use Mr. Cool. But understand something, Mr. Cool is not, it ain't Daikin. Well, no, we'll figure all that stuff out. So check this out. So this is a 3/8 inch pipe. So this one is not as easy to bend. We can bend it a little bit, but over here we have our pipe bender. So it's a good time. I can show you guys how this. Yeah, we got a bunch of cutters right here. Yep.
We can make that happen though. Whatever they want. That 25 is. Yeah. I mean,
We do what we got to
dude,
do.
we can get that knocked out on the weekend. We can get that knocked out on the weekend. And we'll bring the students in and the profit goes. Let me know when. If you want to do it this coming weekend, we can do it this coming weekend. Okay. Actually, we could just cut this out right here, even. Right there. Go for it. Where do you want to go?
Wait, did you test our theory to see if we had a restriction?
No.
So use the hacksaw and then cut over here. And then let's put some nitrogen.
So we're trying to figure out if we have a restriction.
As a matter of fact, don't cut there, cut in the middle. So we'll put nitrogen on the high side,
Right.
see if anything comes out over here. We'll put nitrogen on the low side, see if anything comes out. over here.
Kareem, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what happened was they charged up the unit and turned it on, and the suction pressure stayed low and the high pressure kept going high. Kept going high.
Like 700
So we
PSI.
realized there's a restriction. So he's actually cutting out the capillary tube as we speak,
That's vacuum.
and we're gonna shoot it with nitro. So remember, let it come out, let it come out. Step back. You wanna get your finger?
No, it's vacuum. It's vacuum. It's fine.
Yes, Sue. So I will see about it tomorrow, Sue. I will see about it tomorrow, I said.
So y'all took out the refrigerant already?
Yeah, it's already been put into vacuum.
Gotcha, gotcha.
We just heard a little bit of psst. That's the vacuum.
Okay, so you see how small that capillary tube line is? Like that's tiny. So I think what happened was when we were brazing the stems on, I think just a little something went through there and clogged that line. So cut the other one too, and then we'll put some nitrogen through.
Oh, you put a sight glass and everything on this one. I see
You know what
that.
the crazy thing is? I'm hoping the restriction isn't in the compressor.
Say it again?
I'm hoping the restriction isn't in the compressor.
No, because remember, it went through the condenser, cooled down. It's after the condenser. It's in the liquid line.
Hope so. Man. You know, you're right, because
Assuming, guessing,
the restriction had to be on the liquid line.
because it was coming out of hot. It was coming out hot to the condenser.
Yeah, so it was compressing.
Rejecting heat. Yeah.
It was compressing something. But I'm just, so this thing is still hot. It's still over 100 degrees. So yeah, put our hoses on, and then we'll put some nitrogen through, but do it one side at a time. So do it on the high side.
Mm-hmm.
See if we're getting any flow. Do it on the low side. It's crazy because in the field, you come across things you've never seen before, and you got to do these mental jumping jacks to try to see where you remember something happening.
It's open. It's open. Just a little bit.
Oh, the discharge.
Is the nitro open? Is there anything left? Okay.
So it's coming. How much pressure is that?
Wait, where are we going from? The high side or low side?
89.
Wait, which side are you going through? This side? No. Okay, go through the low side first. First, let it come out. Let it all come out. And then add it through your low side and see if it comes back your high side. Right?
Mhm.
But be careful, you're gonna shoot some oil out too, maybe.
There you go. You see that? That's oil.
There you go.
See that smoke, guys?
That's the oil coming out of the compressor.
So you didn't change the pressure, right? It was the same pressure, right? It's coming out much better here than it was over there.
Here.
It's coming out much
Wait,
better.
so where are you letting it in from now?
Now go.
Only the high side.
Suction.
Okay.
Outside.
So this is shooting back from the suction.
Yes.
Okay. So turn that off. And now shoot it from your liquid. Go harder. See if you can blow up the restriction. No.
Look at that. Look at that. You can't even hear it.
Go hard. Go, give it some. Blast it. See if you can blow it out.
Holy cow. Wow. It's barely anything coming out. This one is clear. It's that one.
Not from where though?
So something happened.
They calling me bro. Madness is this.
You have a coupling or something? Oh no, we just
Go
go
ahead.
right above.
Yeah, we gotta.
Or we'll just,
Okay, so that proves our theory. So what was happening was our suction pressure was really low, our discharge pressure was crazy high, and it was because we had a restriction on our capillary tube metering device.
look at that.
Yeah.
Coming in hard. This one's soft.
It's nuts. It's nothing.
And these two are raised in together right here.
Yep.
So it's gotta be somewhere here.
So that explains why we were getting some cooling on our evaporator because it was getting some,
Right. It's getting
but
half
it
the
wasn't.
load.
It was getting half
It's
the
getting
charge.
half.
It was getting
Right.
half. Brilliant.
It's freaking awesome.
It's awesome, man. you can never beat hands on, man. I'm telling you. So yeah. So where's that other TV? Oh, right here. So yeah, you guys got to figure out. So we have our liquid high pressure side, then we got our low pressure expansion side. So you guys just have to figure out how you want to run that. I would say probably have the TV closer on this side. So if we wanted to do filter dryer, sight glass, maybe even a solenoid, we could do that on the liquid line before we get over there.
It's freaking awesome. And these back up. Well, how do you want to do this? This is your project, man. How do you want to do it?
So guys, before heat pumps, this was how these units used to be installed. You had to figure this stuff out. I think I have the tea downstairs. Hang on a second. Interesting. So, well, check that out. Bring that tea here. So
Why do you need a
this-
tea?
This might be interesting, right? If we put that tea there, if we can, it might be difficult. We'll be able to take, but check this out. We'll be able to take low pressure readings after the metering device.
Wait, this is leaving the evaporator coil.
Yes.
This is going in.
So if you look at it, it's actually split. This evaporator is split.
Right.
So the one over here is going up to the top. The one over here is
going
going
over there.
down to the bottom.
Right,
And then the
It's
one on the bottom is coming out here. The one on the top is coming out here.
right.
So it's kind of like an A-frame that's stacked on top of each other.
Or like two different circuits almost.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Holy cow.
so that's it's like the two circuits, right?
Two circuits.
Right. It's the same thing here. Now it's leaving here and coming into here. So it's these two that we need to tee together, but we don't really need to tee them together. We can probably just take right here, take these two and put it into a bigger one. Or we could use one of these too, like a Y.
Mm-hmm.
A Y it or a T would work too.
Mm-hmm.
A T would work.
Mm-hmm.
But wait,
Mhm.
I'm hogging this. Go, jump in. Go, 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 go. How are you gonna do this?
For me, I want to use Y, make it together. So if you want to put T,
Mhm.
make it sure you can access that version. You connect that.
Holy cow.
So Kareem, you get what he's doing?
You can put from here, put some Y, connect it here.
Not at all.
All right. So the coil that you're seeing in front of you is the evaporator coil, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, the one in the front. All right. Now, in your refrigeration cycle, and remember I said once you learn your refrigeration cycle, you can apply it universally, right? What comes what pipe comes into your evaporator coil?
Ask that question again. You're kind of breaking up a little.
What pipe comes into the evaporator coil?
What pipe comes
Yeah.
into the evaporator? That's going to be your liquid line.
Perfect. Right? And then what leaves?
It leaves as a vapor.
What pipe?
No, hold on. All right, it comes in. Hold on, let me think. Liquid, yeah, it comes in as a liquid, leaves as a vapor, right? Before it goes back to the compressor.
Right. What pipe does it leave through?
Say that one more time.
What pipe does it leave through?
The suction line.
Suction line, right? Okay. So you can see the pipe, when you look over here. Wait, can't see anymore.
The camera angle jumped. Yeah.
Is there some way we could put the camera just to make it face this way?
Yeah, that's one of the, yeah.
So what he's doing is the discharge line, the liquid line going into the evaporator coil, there was a restriction. Because on the liquid line, you have a metering device, right? And the metering device, here we had a capillary tube.
So the metering device is the capillary tube, basically?
Exactly.
Okay.
That had a restriction.
Okay.
He's cutting out the capillary tube.
Right.
And now he's gonna repipe it with the TXV.
Repipe the capillary tube?
The liquid line.
Okay.
So imagine you have the two coils in a refrigeration cycle, right? And you drops down and it comes back up. And in between we have a metering device, right?
Uh-huh.
He's cutting the two pipes from the coils and he's repiping it with a TXV.
And what's a TXV?
The thermal expansion valve. It's a type of metering device.
Okay. So it's like you're cutting out the capillary tube and putting in a different metering device kind of thing?
Exactly.
Okay.
We're taking a very primitive, very old, basic type of metering device and putting in a really cool one.
And putting in a really cool one?
Yeah. I have no better way of describing it. So this is your condenser coil, right?
Okay.
Okay. What comes out of the condenser coil?
It leaves the condenser as a liquid.
Okay. But here I'm more asking what pipe.
The liquid line.
So here you go.
Is the liquid line the one with that little, the little?
Right,
yeah,
right here.
that-
This is your liquid line, right here.
Okay.
Okay? It's coming out right here. These two tubes were part of the capillary tube. Okay?
They're both coming out of the liquid line? Both both of those tubes?
Yep. If you look, one, and it goes into two.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And they were attached to these two, and he cut them out.
Okay. So why does it get split? So is it? I'm just
Right.
I'm not confused.
Okay. So often,
Not why y'all cut them, but why does that one liquid line now go to two different tubes? Is it
Because what-
liquid running in each tube?
because what they did was they broke this coil into two parts, the top and the bottom.
Oh,
Two
that's why.
circuits.
Okay. 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 Got you.
So I'd probably go to why with this.
Yo, Tauris is on some next level. Lately, look at this. Look what he did with this pump. Look at this recovery machine. And you can actually see the coils in the back, the whole 9 yards.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Cool.